Okay, for today's lesson, let me present to you first. Okay, nakikita nyo na?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for answering, Patrick. So, we're going to talk about quadratic function. Okay. Does anyone from you have an idea what a function is? May idea kayo what a function is? Pag sinabi nating function, anong ibig sabihin nun? Function. You don't have any idea? Or is this the first time na i-discuss sa inyo about function? Yung mga previous year level nyo, yung sa linear function. Kasi ang ngayon, ang pag-uusapan natin is quadratic function. Of course, yung quadratic, alam nyo na ibig sabihin yan. Pero how does it differ from an equation? Function and an equation. Okay, so, kapag kasi sinabing function, meron kang input and output. Di ba kapag in any machine, mag-i-input ka, yun yung magiging output. Like for example, gusto mong Xerox ng 12 copies ng isang report mo. 12 copies daw kailangan. So kung in-input mo 12, syempre ang output niya 12 din, no? So ang ibig sabihin, for every input, there can only be one output. No? So okay, i-demonstrate natin maigi para mas maintindihan niyo. Yung na lang, yung pinakasimpleng example. I think it's in your module ito. Dito tayo sa student's name and age. Okay, so doon tayo magsimula. For example, I have your student. Dito yung pangalan ng student. At dito naman yung age. Okay, let me see. Patrick, ilang taong ka na?
14 po, ma'am.
14. Okay. 14 siya. Kurt, ilang taong ka na?
15 po.
15. Okay. Don't worry, hindi ko tatanungin ang birthday nyo, no? Okay, sino pa ba? Si Sharina.
14 po.
Okay, si Sharina, 14 din. How about you? Sino pa ba? Lady.
14 din po.
Okay. Si Lady, 14 din. Okay. Ngayon, as you can see, ito ang parang pinaka-input nyo, no? Ito yung input. Ito yung output. Si Patrick, ang age niya, 14 lang talaga. No? Hindi pwedeng 14 and 15. Iisa lang ang age niya. Not unless dalawang beses siya pinanganak, no? So, magiging dalawang age niya. Which is very impossible. No? And then si Kurt, 15 din. 15 lang talaga yung age niya. Kung sinabi niya, pinanganak sa ganitong year, then 15 years old siya. Si Sharina, 14 din. And also Lady. As you can see, yung sa output, pwede siyang ma-repeat. Pero pagdating sa input, hindi pwedeng ulitin. No? Hindi mo pwedeng ilalagay ulit dito, Patrick. Mag-input ka ulit dito ng Patrick. Tapos, nung pagka-input ng Patrick, iba na yung output mo. Different na yung output mo, naging 15 na. No? Which is very impossible. So that's one way, that's one example where we can determine if it is a function or not. No? So let's have an example here. Okay. If for example we have y is equal to 2x squared plus 1, and then yung input mo, which is your x, let's say x is equal to 5. Okay? So, evaluate mo siya. As you can see, we have here two variables, which is y and x. Hindi katulad nung sa quadratic equation sa pinag-aralan natin. Yung value lang ng x or the solution ng x ang hinahanap natin. Dito naman, we're dealing with y and x. Ito yung input mo, yung x, at ano ang magiging output, no? Sabi ko nga, for every input, there can only be one output. Okay? So, ano magiging output nito? Let's try to know what is the value of y if your x is 5. So, let's substitute x as 5, no? Gawin natin 5 tong x. So, this is 5 squared. Plus 1. So, this is 2. 5 squared is 25. And then, plus 1. 2 times 25 is 50. Plus 1, it is 51. So, y therefore is equal to 51. No? Hindi ka pwedeng mag-input ng x is equal to 6 at tapos 51 din yung magiging sagot, which is wrong. Now, paano naman kung gawin nating x is equal to negative 5? Okay? Ito naman ang gawin natin. Substitute natin dito. So, y. What is the value of y? It is equal to 2 times negative 5 squared plus 1. Okay? So, we have here, negative 5 times negative 5 is also positive 25. So, this is also 2 times 25. Ay, bakit 25 ko ilagay ko dito? 50 pala, sorry. Tama. Yung ano pala, 25, sorry. And then, plus 1. So, ang magiging sagot mo dyan is also 51. No? As you can see, nag-input ka na another x, which is negative 5, and then you can still have the same y. No? Pero kung mag-input ka ng 6, at naging 51 pa rin, mali na yun, no? Pero ito, as you can see, yung x mo is 5, and negative 5, and still, they have the same, the value of y is still the same. No, yun yung pagkakaiba ito. For example, we have here another example. So, in this example, itong unang example na to, this means this is a function. This is a function. Kung baga sa pwedeng maulit yung output mo kahit na iba yung input. No? Pero okay, let's have this example now. Yung isa, let's have another example. If we have, for example, y squared is equal to square root of ano ba pwede na? 3x minus 5. Okay. Let's find for the value of y if your x is input natin 2. Okay? So, naalala niyo kapag meron kang square dito, it is in, we can solve the quadratic equation using extracting the square. So, Ay wait, 3x ba? Sorry, nilagyan ko kagad ng square root dito. Mali. Okay, so yan pala muna. 3x minus 1 muna. So let's try to substitute now x as 2. So this is 3 times 2 and then minus 1. Okay, so y squared therefore is equal to 6 minus 1 is gawin natin tong Gawin natin tong 5 Gusto ko kasi perfect square number yung Okay, 3x minus 5. And this is also 3x minus 5. Ayan. Okay. So this is 6 minus 5, which is 1. Now, in order for you to get y, you have to extract the square root on both sides. Para ito, ma-eliminate na tong radical sign tsaka yung exponent, y na lang siya. Is equal to, isn't it that the square root of any number, positive number kasi ang negative number walang square root The square root of any positive number has always a positive and negative value. So that is positive and negative y. Ay, y1. So, yung y mo therefore is yung isa positive 1 at yung isa negative 1. No? Pero ang input mo iisa lang. Tapos dalawa yung naging value ng output mo. So this is an example wherein this is not a function. This is not considered a function. Kasi sabi ko nga, for every input, there can only be one output. So itong in-input mo dito, dapat isa lang yung output niya. Katulad dito sa unang example. Yung in-input mo dito, isa lang talaga yung output niya. Yung in-input mo na naman na iba dito, isa rin lang ang output niya. No? So, yung y mo must be the same kahit na magkaiba yung in-input mo. Dito naman, iisa lang in-input mo pero magkaiba yung output. So, this is not a function. Not a function. No? Okay, so how will you know kung function siya o hindi? By just looking at the values of the points. Like, for example, we have here set of points. Di ba kapag nag-graph tayo, meron tayong x and y. Yung mauuna palagi, yung x, at yung, pag nagpa-plot tayo ng points sa graph, we have x and y. Mauuna palagi itong x, palagi nasa left side, and nasa right side yung y. Kunyari, meron kang set of points na, yung unang point, nasa 2, at nasa and 3. 2 yung x niya, 3 yung y niya. So, yan yung unang point. Hindi nyo naman kailangan i-graph, no? Later, kapag may panahon tayo, i-graph natin. And then, yung pangalawang point, 6 and 4. Okay? And then, yung another point, 0 and negative 2. Then, the last one, it's 3 and negative 5. Okay, so for example, yan yung mga set of points dun sa graph mo. Now, ito yung x, ito yung y, ito yung x, ito yung y, x, y, x, at saka y. No? Ito yung x. Lagyan natin ng ibang kulay ito para kitang-kita niya. So, let's have this as your x. Yung mga x, bilugan nyo. Tignan nyo mabuti, i-investigate nyo mabuti yung mga x. No? And then, ilista nyo. Ano-ano yung mga x? Yung mga x or the input is what we call the domain. No? Ito yung mga possible values of x to get your output. So, we call this as the domain. Okay? Lista mo. We have 2. We have 6, 0, and 3. Ngayon, kung titignan mo, walang naulit. No? Walang dumoble dito. So that means this is a function. So this is an example of a function. No? Walang naulit eh. So your domain was not repeated. Okay? Your domain was not repeated. Okay. Paano naman, for example, we have points, another set of points here. For example, we have negative 2 at saka 1. And then, so set of points, no? Ginagraph mo, for example, yan. And we have negative 3 at saka 0. Then lastly, we have negative 2 and 5. Okay, so yan yung mga set of points. So tignan natin yung mga domain. Yung mga domain. So that means yung mga x natin. No, lista natin. We have negative 2, negative 3, and negative 2 again. So dito, your x is repeated. So, repeated siya. Kung ang x mo is repeated, then, this is not a function. Not a function. No? Parang yung sa dito. Pagka inulit mo si Patrick, tapos, iba yung, that means, walang function doon, no? Kasi isa lang talaga yung age niya. Hindi pwedeng maging dalawa. Okay. Do you have any question about this one? Do you have any questions so far regarding this one? Alam niyo na mag-determine between a function and just a relation. Kapag hindi siya function, this is purely relation lang. So, function and relation lang ang pag-iisipan dyan. Okay? Is it clear, class?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, I hope naintindihan nyo mabuti, no? So, punta na tayo ngayon dun sa pinaka-main topic natin, which is the quadratic function. Kasi yung dati, ang alam ko, yung mga estudyante ko, ma'am, nalilito kami. Merong quadratic equation, ginagraph din yung quadratic equation. Meron ding quadratic function. Hindi lahat ng quadratic equation pwedeng maging quadratic function. As you can see, yung explanation ko kanina, no? Dito, sa quadratic function, meron siyang tatlong form. Di ba, meron tayong standard form of quadratic equation. We have ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ito yung standard form ng quadratic equation. As you can see, yung variable niya, x lang ang involved, no? Pero dito sa quadratic function, tatlo yung form niya. We have yung first one is, syempre, may standard form din. Standard form. Meron namang tinatawag na vertex form. And, lastly, eto, dagdag na lang natin to, wala dun sa module nyo, no? The factored form. Factored form. Okay, ano-ano tong mga to? Okay, magbibigay ako sa inyo ng magandang example dito na equation. Maglalagay ako ng equation dito, tatlo. And then, sabihin nyo sa akin yung observation nyo. Equation number 1, y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus uh, gawin natin 5. Okay. And then, the other one, y is equal to x minus 3 squared. And then minus 4. Okay. And then the last one, we have y is equal to x minus 1 and x minus 5. Okay. Titigan nyo mabuti yung tatlong equation. What do you observe? Analyze nyo mabuti. Sabihin nyo sa akin, anong napansin nyo dun sa tatlong equation na to? Going to give you 1 minute to analyze it. Wala kayong napansin?
Ma'am.
Yes, lady.
Ma'am, napansin ko po yung number 1 po na example, naka-standard form po siya.
Okay, naka-standard form siya. Okay, so yun yung ano niya. Totoo naman, standard form siya. Yung nga lang, we have y here. No, this is a standard form, yes, of the quadratic function. What else? So
Ma'am,
parang katulad din ng standard form ng quadratic equation. Ito yung standard form niya. Yes, Patrick?
ma'am, parang equivalent po silang lahat sa x squared minus 6x plus 5.
Okay, very good. Nakita ni Patrick yung ibig kong sabihin. Iisa lang yung equation niya actually. Kung ito, isi-simplify. Naalala nyo, we're converting equations into standard form of quadratic equation. Ito, pag kinonvert mo to, magiging ito din ang kalabasan. No? Iisa lang yung equation niya. No? Let's try to simplify number 2. Y is equal to x minus 3 squared. So, this is a squared binomial. Diba? Naalala niyo yung squared binomial? Kapag ka nagko-compute tayo ng square, anong mangyayari dito pagka squared binomial? We can have a perfect square trinomial. So, we have here x squared minus yung twice nito, so that's 6x, and then plus, no? Perfect square trinomial has always, pagka naka-squared binomial, always yan, yung third term niya is positive. And then yung square nito, which is 9. And then minus 4. No? So, therefore, this is x squared minus 6x plus 5. O, di ba parehas link nito, yung sa una? Pag ginawa mong standard form, i-convert mo to sa standard form, as well as this one. Naalala nyo kapag ka-finactor mo to, pag finactor, naalala nyo pa kung paano mag-factor? Di ba? Ano yung mga factors ng 5 na kapag plinas mo will give you 6? Siyempre, 5 and 1 lang yan, no? So, since negative yung gitna, parang silang negative kasi positive yung pangatlo mo eh. Negative times negative is positive. Pag finactor mo siya, ganito. Now, let's take a look. Kapag minultiply natin to, this is x squared. Then, multiply mo naman yan dito. Minus 5x. Then, ito naman ang multiply mo. We have minus x. And then, negative 1 times negative 5 is positive 5. So, simplifying it, we have x squared minus 6x plus 5. Okay, pare-parehas lang sila, di ba? Dito rin siya babalik kapag kinonvert mo into the standard form. So, this is the example of what I'm telling you na meron tayong standard form, which is the first one, that is the equation number 1. At yung equation number 2, that is what we call the vertex form. Malalaman ninyo kung bakit vertex form ang tawag dyan. When nag-graph na tayo. Malaking bagay yan pag nag-graph tayo. No? And then, yung the third one is the factored form. No? So, yung una, we have the standard form. This is the vertex form. And this is the factored form. Okay? So, therefore, yung tatlong form na yan, this is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. O, di ba yung standard form of standard equation, quadratic equation, we have ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But this time, ito, gamitin natin yung y. Because meron tayong output na kukunin dito, which is your y. So, y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus, nireplace lang natin ng y yung 0, no? And then yung vertex form is in the form wherein y is equal to a times x minus h and then squared. No, yung x minus h mo, yun yung squared binomial na sinasabi natin. And then, plus k. Okay? Where your h and y, at napapansin nyo, ma'am, ano yung h at ano yung y? Yung h and, y tuloy, k pala, sorry. Ano yung h, ano yung k? Ito yung vertex ng graph natin ng quadratic function. Yung malalaman niyo pagka napunta na tayo sa graphing. And then the factored form, we have y is equal to a times x minus r sub 1 times x minus r sub 2. Okay? Where your r sub 1 and r sub 2 are actually the zeros. We call these as the zeros of the quadratic function. That means, excuse me, yung R1 and R2 mo are the values of x when your y is 0. No? So, yan yon. I hope, do you have some clarifications here about the standard form, the vertex form, and the factored form. Ngayon, dito sa vertex form, sabi ko nga, ito yung vertex ng yung h at yung k, yan yung vertex ng graph natin. Point siya, no? So, yung yung h mo, yan yung nagre-represent ng x, and yung k mo, yan yung nagre-represent ng y. Okay? At yung vertex, yun yung turning point ng ating graph ng quadratic function. The graph of a quadratic function is what we call the parabola. That is why it is called parabolic function. No, kapag sinabing quadratic function, it is a parabolic function because kapag graph mo siya, it is in the form of parabola. Okay, so kapag kasi, anyway, i-describe naman natin yan pagka nag-graph tayo. No, so, I hope wala kayong question para makamove on tayo. Let's try to know kung paano natin makukuha yung h and k kapag nasa standard form tayo. No? Can you please copy this first? Kung hindi man, screenshot nyo para makapunta tayo sa ibang page. Finish? Okay na? Okay na, so okay. let's take a look kung ano yung formula in getting for the vertex of the quadratic function, the graph of the quadratic function. So we have h and k, no? Paano natin makukuha yung h? Ano yung formula in getting for h? And ano yung formula in getting for your k? Okay. Using the, as you can see, yung vertex form natin, y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. Okay, so tandaan niya yan, ha? Para malaman mo kung ano yung h natin, ang formula ng h at ng k. Simulan natin sa standard form of the quadratic equation. We have y, a quadratic function. So we have y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. No? Kailangan ma-convert natin siya into this one, into the vertex form. So, ang gagawin mo, i-group mo muna yung merong may x. No? I-group mo to. Group natin yan. So, pagka-group niyan, we have ax squared plus bx. Then, maglilib ako ng space dito, kasi may ilalagay tayo dyan. And then, plus c. Okay? Then next, factor out mo yung a, yung numerical coefficient ng x squared, ng quadratic term. So, kung 1 yan, good for you. Hindi mo na kailangang mag-factor out. Ito na lang ang i-workout mo. Pero, since for any quadratic function naman to, so let's factor out a. So, this is x squared plus, since pinactor out natin yung a, that means this is b over a. X. No? Kasi b over a times a, b pa rin yan eh. No? So, mag-divide ka ng a dito para bx pa rin yung mag-value nito. Now, naalala niyo yung completing the square? We want to make this as a perfect square trinomial. Ano yung mga procedure in getting the third term of the perfect square trinomial? Isn't it na dinidivide natin to sa 2 and then ini-square natin? Diba? Yung numerical coefficient ng x, dinidivide natin sa 2. So we have, ito yung b over a. Divide natin sa 2. And then, i-square mo siya para dito natin ilalagay. No? Magpa-plus tayo dito para maging perfect square trinomial to. Pero, kung meron kang inad dito, dapat magma-minus ka din. No? Kasi parang, for example, we have 5 is equal to 2 plus 3. Kung mag-a-add ka ng 1, magiging 6 na yan. Kaya dapat mag-minus 1 ka pa rin dito. Kung ano yung inad mo, mag-minus ka pa rin para 1 minus 1 is 0. So, 5 pa rin ang value dito sa right side. No? Parang ganito din dito. Kung ano yung inad mo, i-minus mo din. On the same side kasi siya, no? Hindi katulad ng sinasabi natin, kung ano yung inad natin sa kabila, yun din ay add sa kabila. Pero this time, pareho silang nandito sa right side. No? Andito kasi yung y mo eh. No? Andito silang nasa right side. Nag-add ka dito, magma-minus ka naman dito. Anong ma-minus mo? Kung ano yung nandito. No? Kung ano yung nandito, yun yung ma-minus mo dito. Ngayon, ano yung magiging ilalagay natin dito? Ito yon. Dinivide mo sa 2 to, and then, in-square mo. So, this is, so, simplify natin to. No? What is b over a divided by 2? Diba, instead of dividing, we're multiplying it to the reciprocal. Ano ba yung reciprocal ng whole number? It is 1 over 2. Reciprocal ng 2 is 1 over 2. Minumultiply mo na siya ngayon instead of dividing it to 2. We're going to multiply it to 1/2, which is the reciprocal of the whole number. So this is b over 2a. b over 2a. Ngayon naka-square siya, no? Naka-square siya. So lagay natin dito b over 2a. Yan yung i-add mo dyan. Square mo. Yun din yung ima-minus mo dito. Take note, yung in-add mo dito is actually a times this one. Na naalala mo, finactored out mo yung a eh. So, yung ima-minus mo is actually a times this one. Yung b over 2a squared. No? So, yan yun. Now, tignan natin ngayon. So, perfect square trinomial na siya. So, y therefore is equal to a times, di ba pagka ginagawa natin itong square binomial, since this is plus, so, x yan. Square root of this is x. And then, since plus yan, plus din to. Okay, so plus din yan. And then, bakit plus siya? Okay, anyway. This is square root nito, which is b over 2a. And then, square mo na siya. Squared binomial na to. Perfect square trinomial natin. No? Naging perfect square na siya. Okay po? Nag-gets nyo na? And then, ito naman yung workout natin. Plus C. Minus A times, we have B squared over 4A squared. Okay? Ini-square na natin yung nandun sa loob. Para makansel natin itong 8. Para A na lang itong nandito. Yung magiging coefficient nito, ay exponent nito, would be 1 na lang. So, makansel, wala na to. B squared over 4A na lang siya. Okay. So, ima-minus natin siya. Okay, that's it. And then, continuation. Mahaba, ano? Mahaba pala yung pagkuha ng ano nito. So, this is a times x plus b over 2a squared plus ito, i-simplify muna natin to. So, we have a times x plus b over 2a squared plus ito, yung c minus ito, c minus b squared over 4a. So, we have, since 4a yung denominator niya, so this is 4a. It's going to be 4a times c minus b squared. Okay? So, yan na yung magiging, eto, sinimplify mo tong andito sa dito sa part na to. No? So, y therefore is equal to a ito yung magiging h mo. No? This is ito yung x minus ano mo since yung vertex form mo is a is equal to x minus h squared plus k. Ito yung vertex form, di ba? So yung h mo, ito yon. Yung negative nito, no, kasi plus 2 So minus to. So we have yung h mo therefore, yung formula na magiging h mo, sorry. Yung formula na magiging h mo, therefore, would be negative b over 2a. No, ito yon, yung negative nito. No? And then, ito yung k mo. Ito yon. No? So, yung k mo therefore is 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. No, all over 4a. Ganun ba yung, okay, ito pala. Okay, yan yun. So, yan yung, so kung pinapahanap sa inyo, what is the vertex of the equation? For example, we have x squared minus 6x plus 2. Okay, kung yan, pinapakuha sa iyo yung h and k, no, yung vertex. So, kung kukunin mo yung h, just simply substitute. Ang b mo dito is negative 6. So, negative times negative, so it's 6. All over 2 times yung a mo, which is 1. So, yung h mo therefore is 3. So, yung vertex mo, yung x coordinate niya is 3. And then, yung y mo, yung k mo, is 4ac minus b squared. Yung 4 times yung a mo, which is 1. Yung c mo is 2. So, this is a, b, c lang no? Minus, square mo yung b, that is negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. All over 4 times yung a mo, which is 1. Okay, so this is 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 36 divided by 4. What is 8 minus 36? What is 8 minus 36? This is negative, right? Kasi mas maliit yung unang number. Walang sumagot. Anyway, it's 28 over 4. And what is 28 over 4? It is 7. Okay, negative. Kasi magiging negative to eh. So, negative 7. So, yung k mo, or yung y-coordinate ng yung vertex is negative 7. Okay? So, ganyan lang yan. That is if in the case, pinapakuha sa inyo yung h and k. Anyway, so, one more. Okay, yung sa factored form, madali lang mag-convert ng factored form, ano? Kapag nasa standard form, all you have to do is factor this one. Na-master nyo na to, alam ko eh. Kasi yun yung unang part na ginawa natin eh, yung factoring. Dito lang kayo medyo mahihirapan. No? Let's try to convert this into this. X squared minus 6x. Using the one that we have done a while ago. X squared minus 6x plus 5. Okay? Gawin natin yung iba. Factor out yung a. Yung a mo naman dito is 1. So, ang i-group mo lang yung x squared minus 6x. Ngayon, ano yung ipa-plus mo dito? At ano naman ang ima-minus mo dito. Okay? So, we have here x squared minus 6x. Okay, anong ipa-plus natin dito para maging perfect square trinomial to?
9 po.
Okay, very good, Patrick. So, this is 9. Bakit 9? Kasi, pag dinivide mo itong b, di ba yung b over 2 mo, i-square mo yan. Ang b mo is negative 6 over 2, that's negative 3. And negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. So, 9 siya. So, kapag nag-add ka ng 9 dyan, dapat mag-minus ka pa rin ng 9, no? Para it won't hurt the value. Ganun pa rin siya. So, perfect square trinomial na siya. No? So, pwede na siyang maging vertex form. Magiging, kung gagawin mo itong squared binomial, we have here a minus, no? So, square root nito, that is x, square root nito, that is 3. And then since minus to, that's x minus 3. This means x minus 3 times x minus 3, no? Naging squared binomial na siya. And then, what happens here? 5 minus 9 will become minus 4. Okay? Nag-add ka dito, mag-minus ka dito. Kaya 5 minus 9 is negative 4. Kaya yun yung factor form, yung vertex form mo, no? Kapag sinabi sa inyo, can you please convert this standard form into vertex form? Ganito gagawin niyo. Completing the square lang muna, no? So, kung ano yung add mo, yun yung minus mo naman dito. Siyempre, i-group mo muna yung merong variable na x. No? And then, maggawa ka ng paraan. Kung, for example naman, we have here, yung first, kuha tayo ng okay, let's say for example we have 3x squared minus 24x plus 11. Okay. Ganyan for example. So group muna natin siya, no? So, magiging, yung group mo, magiging 3x squared minus 24x plus, kung ano yung pa-plus mo dito para maging perfect circle naman kasi. Pero, kailangan pa pala natin i-factor out muna yung sorry. So, erase muna natin to. Yan muna remove mo and then plus 11. Okay, factor out muna natin yung 3, no? May common factor to. So we have here 3 times ito, x squared minus 24 divided by 3 is 8. So this is 8x. Ngayon, ano ang ipa-plus natin dito para maging perfect square trinomial siya? So we have here plus 11 and then minus, ano yung minus natin? Okay, ano yung pa-plus natin dito para maging perfect square trinomial to? Divide nyo yung 8 and then square nyo, Divide nyo ng 2 yung 8 and then square nyo, anong ilalagay natin?
16.
Okay, thank you very much for answering. So that's 16. Does it mean 16 ang ima-minus natin? 16 din ba ima-minus natin dito? What do you think? Hindi, no? Kasi actually, ang in-add mo dito, kasi ganyan yan eh. I-distribute mo yan eh. 3 times x squared, that's 3x squared. And then 3 times 8x, that's negative 24x. And nag-plus ka dito, dapat i-multiply mo rin siya dito. Yun yung totoong in-add mo, no? Yung 3 times 16. So, yun yung ima-minus mo. What is 3 times 16? What is 3 times 16?
48.
Okay, 48. Thank you very much for answering. So, yun yung ima-minus mo, no? Hindi 16. Yung kanina kasi, dito, nagkataon lang na yung numerical coefficient mo dito is 1. Ay, yung A mo is 1. No? Kaya, pag minultiply mo yan dyan, 9 pa rin siya. Pero ito, finactor out natin yung A eh. No? Nalalo kanina, yung paano natin nakuha yung factored form. Kailangan din natin siyang, kung ano yung minus mo dito, ay yun din yung minus mo dyan. Ay, kung ano yung inad para dito. So, that's it. Kung i-work out mo na siya, ang magiging vertex form niya, that is 3. Tapos, magiging squared binomial na siya, which is x minus, kasi minus yung sa gitna. And then, square root ng 16 is 4. Tapos, squared siya. And then, 11 minus 48 is negative 37. Tama ba? So, negative 37. So, ito yung h mo. This is your h is equal to 4. And your k is equal to negative 37. Nasa factored form na siya. No? Ganito yung factored form niya. 3 times x minus 4 squared minus 37. If you want to check, you can use the formula. Ano nga ba yung formula ng h? Yung formula ng H is what? Negative B over 2A. No? Tignan mo dito sa formula nito. Negative B over 2A. Kung ito yung naka-standard form pa lang siya, check mo yung H. It is equal to negative B over 2A. Okay, so this is negative. Ano yung B mo? Negative 6. So this becomes positive 6 over 2 times yung A mo. Ay, wait. Ito, dito pala tayo. Kung ano nung pinag-ano ko. So yung H mo dito is negative B over 2A. No? Ay, yung B mo dito is negative ng negative 24. That's positive 24. All over 2 times yung A mo, which is 3. 3. So this is 24 divided by 6. And what is 24 divided by 6? It is equal to 4. O, di ba parehas lang? Okay, so it's already past 4 o'clock. I want you to have a break first, and then later we're going to talk about how we can derive equations by kung merong given lang yung points, no? Paano nyo malalaman yung equation? This is very important. So, gusto ko mag-rest muna yung mga utak para ma-absorb nyo mabuti mamaya yung i-discuss ko kasi importante yon, no? Okay?